Cancer, a very warm welcome. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. This is a check-in, guys, just for the last 2 weeks of March, so the 15th to the 31st. I hope you guys are doing well. Those of you that are new here, welcome. Those of you that are returning, welcome back. And to all my personal clients who I know watch these videos, welcome to you guys. So let's have a look at this Cancer. What's going down for Cancer throughout the last 2 weeks of March? One more shuffle, guys, and I'm going to go straight into this. All right, the Fool, undercurrent of this reading, bottom of the deck, the Fool. Yeah, some of you guys are dropping your guard. You're not waiting around, all right? You're dropping your guard and you're going for it. And I think that was really, your last couple of readings, Cancer, was really about, you know what, I'm not overthinking or second guessing anymore. I'm just going for things. And if a decision doesn't work out, I'm just making another one. So the Fool, okay? So the center of this reading, Devil in reverse. All right, so Cancer, this is you letting go of overthinking. This is you letting go of toxic people, places, and things throughout the last 2 weeks of March. The Devil in reverse is a great card. You know, in the upright, it's obsession. It can be self-betrayal. It can be overthinking. And as I say, paralysis by analysis. It's all devil energy. But in reverse, it's like the Fool is the undercurrent of the reading, and you're letting go of anything that's kind of like toxic now. You realize how you've been keeping yourself stuck in situations too, okay? All right, look, it's a challenge, all right? Love might be a bit of a challenge for you, Cancer, throughout the last 2 weeks of March. It's a challenge for you to open up and really be vulnerable and offer your love to someone. Some of you guys might have a love offer, but you think it might be a little bit toxic and it's a challenge for you. You know, you're flattered by the attention and these kind of things, but you're just wondering, is this person toxic? Okay, the reason why it's all happening, this is conflict. Okay, we've got the Five of Swords here, guys. It's the reason for this reading. So I think you've realized, Cancer, that, you know, the paralysis by analysis is kind of like makes you feel conflicted within. It's almost like you're beating yourself up all the time. And it's a challenge for you to be the poet again and just to be easy breezy, beautiful Cancerian people, loving, you know. So it might, I think this is talking about internal conflicts, okay? But you're kind of like letting it go. All right, recent past, we had the Knight of Wands here. Some of you, this could have been somebody younger than you, just saying. But Knight of Wands, you know, he has a bad rap in tarot, Cancer. You know, this is not someone that's here to stay. This is someone that's, you know, they're in it for a good time and they're very much in the moment, and then they're off to the next thing. They're kind of like opportunists, all right? And some of you might be, you might have seen that energy from someone and you think it's a bit toxic, and it's a challenge because you might have really liked the person, you know, but you're just conflicted about the whole situation because you feel trapped. Your focus is, you know, you're trapped in a situation where it's kind of like, you know what, I do have feelings for this person, but I need to let it go because this in and out wishy-washiness isn't really, you know, cutting the rug with me, all right? And it just brings conflict to my life, internal conflict. Which I don't see coming towards you, a lot of you Cancerian people. This is the start. I did a reading and it was all about your next relationship. And you get to that next relationship, which was a timeless reading. But you get to that by being independent. So focusing on yourself, not being codependent to the idea of a relationship. But about, I've got my ducks in a row. I look good. I'm looking after my finances. I self-regulate my emotions. The Nine of Pentacles is a singles card. And this is how you find soulmates, you know, true soulmates, because it's an interdependent relationship that you're heading towards, a lot of you. Once you've completed these cycles and patterns of dealing with in and out wishy-washy people that kind of cause you conflict within you know, you're sensitive creatures. The last thing you need is your emotions to be upside down, you know, or to feel trapped, all right? So look, your energetic field is great, Cancer. This is about you, after time of reflection, time of no contact, you know, slowly opening up again, all right? But maybe with a new sense of self with the Nine of Pentacles here, all right? So you're opening up now with a bit more confidence. You're not second guessing yourself because you know it keeps you trapped, you know, paralysis by analysis, guys. Outside influences, Yeah, having to walk away, or somebody walked away from you. Maybe this Knight of Wands character in the recent past, guys. But it's one of walking away. Super spiritual card, the Eight of Cups. He doesn't know where he's going. He's just called because the soul never lies, and the soul is saying, you know what, Cancer, you're feeling stuck right now. It's just bringing you conflict dealing with these kind of characters here. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm leaving for my sanity. Yeah, you fear players, all right? You've got the King of Wands in reverse here, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But you fear being played, Cancer. You're loving, sensitive creatures. And, when you invest your heart, and you are the table in a relationship. You are the family. And you fear these kind of characters. And that's great that you fear them, as long as it's not irrational. It makes you more discerning, Cancer. And so the outcome, this is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is not a nice card, let's face it, all right? But tarot isn't always pretty. This is like feeling betrayed, but maybe how you've betrayed yourself in the past, Cancer, how you might have been a bit naive with certain characters, and it's left you feeling trapped in these kind of things. But you realize that, you know what, I'm better off being single, okay? But you know what, I'm opening up again now. I still have a fear of being played, but I'm way, it went on the floor. I'm way more discerning now, So it's almost like your anti-bullshit radar is kicking into play here. So it's great. All right, Cancer, that's good. So let's have a look. Let's clarify this now and see where this is going, this reading. All of my readings actually so far, for the last 2 weeks, seem to be about love and relationships. It's funny. If it is about work for some of you guys, you want to leave, a toxic environment to do with work, and use your creativity. Some of you want to be self-employed and work in a creative field, and it's a bit of a challenge. You feel very conflicted about going it alone, because you feel trapped of where you are. So for some of you, the outcome is you might go it alone with the Nine of Pentacles here. Walk away. Some of you might fear, do I have the confidence to do this on my own? Whatever it is, self-employment, these kind of things. Right, let's have a look. So why is the Devil in reverse? Yeah, you've got clarity, Cancer. Last 2 weeks of March, you've got clarity. You're cutting out anything that's toxic, okay? The challenge is the Knight of Cups, which is about new beginnings in love. Look, so the challenge for some of you guys, all right, the challenge is, do I just choose to be single, or am I still a little bit codependent, a little bit naive, codependent to the idea of a relationship to make me happy? When we realize that, Cancer, nobody can make us happy. We've got to do it ourselves, all right? And that is very Nine of Pentacles energy there. You're self-regulating, and that's how you meet amazing relationships and amazing people, because they've done that self-work too, and they've got to the Nine of Pentacles, And then, you've got the Ten of Pentacles then, which is like two people building together, So it's a challenge for you guys. Do I listen to this charming, romantic Knight of Wands dude, or do I just stay single, So, yeah, look, you're conflicted. You're conflicted about the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are conflicted about romance and relationships in general, Cancer, throughout the last couple of weeks of March. Some of you wanted it too much, you wanted to be with someone so much, and it really kind of like did a little bit of a number on you, and it kept you like trapped in this thinking, this obsessing about, I want to be with somebody. Yeah, look, I think this is the same person for some of you guys. You've got the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then the Knight of Cups. So it might have all been very charming and beautiful, but was it grounded and solid? Was it something worthy of a Cancerian home builder? Maybe not. Yeah, look, but your focus is, I'm trapped, but I'm moving on. So you're going to have moments, right? Your focus is, I'm still trapped in this situation or this way of thinking. And then suddenly you'll get moments of moving on. you know. Oh, well, you know, I'm making forward progress here. So it might be a little bit stop-start, okay, in your healing process throughout the first 2 weeks of terrible, throughout the last 2 weeks of March. All right, what you don't see coming towards you, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you know, you are going to be single, a lot of you. Not only that, you're going to enjoy it. Because you haven't been able to manifest someone that you can have this Ten of Pentacles with. So you realize, you know what? I'm doing this alone. I'm opening up again. I'm more discerning because my fears is the King of Wands in reverse, right? Remember? Yeah, look. And then the innocence comes back. So you might be quite innocent now. You've come out of something like this and you go, I'm not letting these people or these kind of situations change my state. I'm going to stay loving, open. I will start slow when it comes to love. So this combination of cards is really opening up again slowly, you know, small increments. Yeah, look, you know, the outside influences, guys, walking away because you've got some clarity around situations, okay? With the moon in reverse here. The moon would talk about illusions, secrets, all these kind of things, you know, mystery that's like unsolved crimes, you know, would be moon card energy, you know. So you're walking away because you've got clarity now, you know, and you might have done a lot of internal work, Cancer. Yeah, look, you know, your fears is you don't have the strength to deal with players. It's a fear of yours. I don't want to go through it again because I don't know whether I can handle it or cope with it, you know. Outcome, some of you guys, you might be going through divorces, just for some of you. But some of you, you know, it's like the outcome is betrayal, okay? And it's clarified by justice. So it's like some of you guys, even though you feel betrayed, you're going to do the right thing by you throughout the last 2 weeks of July. And the right thing by you is walking away because you got some kind of clarity about the fact that a lot of you had internal conflicts about whether you could build with somebody. Some of you still have conflicts about whether you want to build with another person, you know, because you're very much in the Nine of Pentacles now. Look, I'm going to go it alone because I haven't been able to manifest what I'm looking for. And so from betrayal, you give yourself justice by starting all over again at your energetic field here, coming out of a time of missing in action or heavy contemplation of where you've been. Some days I feel healed, other days I'm not so healed. But you're opening up again, all right? So it's great work. And you're doing justice by yourself by allowing yourself to love again for some of you guys, all right? It seems to be a love reading again. Let's have a look. So if it is about love, let's have a message for you, Cancer, for the second 2 weeks of March. If it is about love, let's take a card for that. Cancer. Healing family issues for some of you, all right? It might be childhood traumas, you know, fears of abandonment and all these kind of things that kept you, you know, in the past or maybe still today, codependent to the idea that I need someone, I want someone, these kind of things, you know? And remember the Nine of Pentacles, which you don't see coming. That is when you've actually healed. When you've healed situations, you know, fear of abandonment, these kind of things. Where was I going with that train of thought, guys? Sorry, I lost it. There's no emotional trigger anymore. That's how you know when you've healed from something. There's no emotional residue that surfaces up and makes you feel sad or angry. You can actually talk about things without tears in your eyes. You know, that's how you know you're healed. So a lot of you guys, it might be, you know, healing, you know, family issues, right? And this can be, you know, childhood dynamics where you sat in the, you know, on the spectrum in the family, you know, like Carl Jungian psychology, you know, the golden child, the mascot, the black sheep, and all these kind of things. You know, some of you might be really looking into that and realizing that's actually part of the problem. You know, my family dynamic has spilt into my adult life, and you know what? It's keeping me trapped and feeling conflicted. And I want to free myself from this old way of being codependent to needing someone, you know? Okay, and then we got enjoy the bliss of holiday time together in reverse. Okay, so how I would read that card is you're happy to kind of go it alone because you can't manifest so far what you're looking for with the kind of people that you've been attracting or that's around you, you know, but you are open. You're slowly opening up again with the Page of Cups here. It's not the Knight of Cups, all right, or the King of Cups. Like you're going to start again very, very slowly because, you're doing the right thing by you now. You're not letting bad situations or family dynamics affect how you think about yourself and whether you're lovable or you're not lovable, Cancer. So it's a brilliant reading. Like for health and growth, it's amazing. Let me take one of these, all right? Something to think about, Cancer, throughout the last 2 weeks of March. A little mantra or something to pay attention to or something to aid you in healing and, evolving. So look, for Cancer. The mind. This came out for another sign, actually. Openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. All right, some of you have really come a long way in your healing about how you're a bit codependent to the idea of a relationship, and now you're kind of like, no, I'm going it alone, but still open to love, but way more discerning now because I don't want to be played, and I'm going to do the right thing by myself with justice there. One of these guys for you, Cancer. So this is just like a little mantra, something to take away from this reading, something to lift your spirits. So for Cancer, a message for you. Wealth, money is on its way to you. Think thoughts of abundance. Okay. Some of you, if it's about work, all right, you're cutting out, you might be going it alone, all right, you're conflicted. Will I have enough money? Will it be a success? But, this card says wealth, money is on its way to you. Think thoughts of abundance. Some of you, if you're in conflict, in court cases, these kind of things, money's coming. You will get reimbursed whatever you're fighting for, your just merits, if that makes sense. And it might have come out of some kind of betrayal in the workplace, all right? Just for some of you. It's not a personal reading, guys. Where am I going to go now? If you're a song, Cancer, last 2 weeks of March, if you're a song, the lyrics might mean something, the band might mean something to you, just the title might mean something. Let's have a look. And if it's not your genre, give it one listen. There might be some subliminal message in there for you to, activate a little different part of your healing, right? Dance with My Father, Luther Vandross. All right, for some of you guys, healing family issues. It could be around the father figure. Your attraction to, not your father, but attracted to your father. How we look for our parents in romantic partners, and it's not always the best, is it? It's purely because we've been conditioned that way, and it was our primary caregiver. So, if our father was, let's say he was highly narcissistic, for example, or absent, these kind of things, then we would be attracting avoidant partners because it feels like home. But it looks like, Cancer, you're getting to that point where you go, you know what? I'm no longer conditioned by my past. I'm healing my family issues, and I'm attracting very different kinds of people because I can't afford to go through another one of these kind of characters, And I'm slowly opening up, but I'm way more discerning now. So it looks like growth for you, Cancer. It's brilliant. Where am I going to go now? One of these, just something to think about, all right? Parting gift. One of these. Looks good. It's all about healing and growth, all right? Evolving, Cancer. The mind, openness, flexibility, imagination, learning, all right? Some of you might be doing a lot of self-work, and, it's starting to pay off now because you're feeling a little bit more independent, less codependent to the idea of someone. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trust your intuition. As I say, to most of my clients, my personal clients, if something seems off, it probably is, Cancer. And you're highly intuitive people, so use your intuition. When it comes to people, if you kind of like see that, these people aren't about seriousness, I can't really build with them, then you keep it moving, Cancer, all right? And open the door gently for them, and adios, my friend, and close the door gently, not in anger. Another one bites the dust. There's another song for you, Queen, wasn't it? But it's all about you being strong, Cancer. Staying open to love, but way more discerning, because you realize that I'm not going to give my gifts to people that just don't merit them. in and out, wishy-washy people, messy people. You've no time for it, Cancer. So listen, look, if you like the content, please like, share, or subscribe. It means I can continue to do this for free for you. If you want to reach out for a personal reading, you can do this via moderntarot.net directly, or visit the YouTube Modern Tarot store, and I'll do my best to help you. In the meantime, Cancer, take great care of yourselves. It looks amazing. You are getting there. And I'll see you back here in your April readings. Take care now. Bye.